Hello, friends, and welcome to Creative Block. I'm your host, Emily, and I'm very excited today because it's not just going to be me drawing with you and hanging out. I actually have an old friend who is here with me now. I will bring them on. This is my good friend, Rich of Dresden Media.
Hello.
I should, well, they can see you. It's a smaller image, but you can be seen. Um, his audio is a little bit echoey. I'm not super stoked on that, but
Hello.
it's better than it was before. So hopefully it is enjoyable for y'all. I'm gonna record this on my end just to make sure. Um, so
Thank you.
um, I will show one thing that we had done before. When have I've had you on like on some of our specials, right? Like Thanksgiving or Christmas. When have I had you on?
At least once, maybe twice before, maybe three times.
Yeah, you've been on two or three times, and yeah, like I said, it's usually on. Oh, that's right. It's on our mutual aid streams. Is usually when I get you on. We fill some of the time for the mutual aid with doing some drawing. So
Yes.
uh, this is we've rebranded this show. It's no longer Building Block or Builder's Block. It's Creative Block. So we just do creative, fun things on here. So that means that we can do drawing, bring Rich on whenever we want, which is super fun for me and hopefully for you. Um, One of the things we like to play, and this is a game we'll be doing again today, is three style. And that's where you get to come in. I see that we've got Alexis and Christina in the chat. I'm not sure if Raina's going to be able to join us anytime soon. But um, the way three style works is we get an animal, an occupation.
And the third thing fluctuates.
The third thing fluctuates. Okay. And where did this game originate from, Rich?
Um, I just kind of made it up almost on the spot. I was teaching a cartooning workshop for special needs children at a summer camp, and I was trying to figure out a way without being too complex to help them create their own characters. In the neurodivergent community, there is this big draw to animation. Being neurodivergent myself, I am guilty as charged, and I have no problem admitting that. Especially since I've been drawing cartoons for a very long time, and I publish my own comic book. I produce an animated series about talking bird creatures. So yeah, it kind of came out of a need for me to constantly be thinking and exploring and doing, which some of us creative folks, can definitely use in these weird times we are subjected to. Okay. Also, Alexis, that's in chat. Is that Alexis, the Alexis I'm thinking of? Yes. Alexis, I love you. You're great. -4. Mhm. Yep. What happened?
Oh, shirt. Damn it, I've been muted for a while. Let's see what we're talking about. Okay, so yes, for this, oh, I already got a strawberry stain on it. I'll poop. Don't eat while you're doing streaming, y'all. Um, so for this version of 3 style, the vehicle, the third thing was a vehicle, and people gave us a vacuum. And for our animal and occupation, it was an otter that was some kind of bandit or robber, and so I took that to be Robin Hood. That was the inspiration that I took from that, and so I did my Robin Hood otter with his little bow and arrow, riding a misspelled Nottingham vacuum and sewing vacuum cleaner, which I was very proud of the little joke there and disappointed that I had spelled Nottingham wrong, but very, very fun game, very fun to do, and really stretches me because, as you'll see, Rich, being a comic book artist, can do a lot more quick visualization stuff out of his head and draw cartoons very easily, whereas I need some kind of reference and then I can do good things, but even that like requires some stretching for me. So as you've seen on this show so far, I do like to stretch and do some different things that push me out of my comfort zone. So we do have that. That is our drawing from the past, because I don't know that I have any other that I can pull from now. I think I already have my page here pulled out behind the cars, or between the cars rather. So there's my page. I think I'm going to go vertical on this one. I might actually, to stay as challenging as possible, pull out the pens. I have been, and you called this out, Rich, that I have been, oh, what happened to your camera? You're sideways now.
Oh, you said go vertical, so.
My pen of choice, of course, is the Pilot G2 ballpoint pen. I've taken to drawing with these a lot, which just is that adds a heck of a challenge level to things. And
Sure.
yeah, we're already stretching pretty far, so why not go a little bit further?
Yes.
Let's get some music going because I abhor the silence. Okay. So we've already got some things coming in. Are we starting off with 3 style?
I was actually wanting to have a little fun when even before freestyle, because I have an image in open in Adobe Illustrator, which some viewers may be familiar with.
Uh-huh.
And I think we should take suggestions, just as I don't know. I don't know if this would be a mixer or if this would be, just to kind of, I don't even know what I would call this other than let's draw on Winnie the Pooh's ass.
Uh-huh. I love it.
So in the 1966 film Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, Winnie the Pooh eats too much honey and can't leave where he was invited to after eating his host out of house and home. So he gets stuck in the doorway, and so Rabbit is having a look at this thing for however long it takes for them to eventually squeeze him out. So he decides to start decorating, and he paints a face on what's supposed to be a moose. It tickles, and it ends up screwing up the moose's smile. So, some years ago, I decided to make a meme of this because I figure if they can do it with Fat Bugs Bunny, Big Chungus, I could do it with this.
Now you're making me. I need to go look up Fat Bugs Bunny meme.
Big Chungus, yeah. So, the picture that I have on screen, I don't know if they can see it. is that scene, but I removed the face
Uh
from the
huh.
ass. And what would viewers like us to draw? I don't know if you want to draw it on your end. I know you had a tablet. You have a tablet.
I have a tablet. Since moving back from Australia, I cannot find my tablet. So I am 70% sure that it came back across the pond with me, but uh, I'll be damned if I can find it. So
Would you be able to draw on screen? Because I just enabled the draw on screen.
what does that mean?
There's a thing in here that allows you to draw on screen. I don't know why
Oh,
I don't know why it's not letting
in
me.
Video Ninja?
Oh no, I exploded it.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, yeah. So let's try this again.
What I figure I will
In
probably
the
do.
yeah, in the settings, there's a draw on screen, and you click enable, and it should allow you to start drawing. Yeah, there we go.
And you said that's within
Yeah.
Video Ninja.
Yep.
How is it that you find things that I'm unable to?
It's next to the share screen tab to the right of it. I mean, I'm only seeing one end of Video Ninja.
Yeah, I think it's because you're sharing, you're able to draw on your share.
Yeah.
Because I do not have that ability.
Oh, I sent you the picture. I uploaded it.
Oh, okay. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to draw with my mouse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate this really quickly,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to draw on top of that.
Okay, cool. In the meantime, folks, look at me taking over your show. In the meantime, if you could draw on Winnie the Pooh's ass, what would you draw on it?
If that were an option for you, if that were something that came up
Yeah.
as something you could do. And the funny thing about this, and I told you this, Rich, I was in a group therapy session not too terribly long ago, and we did a kind of draw your feelings, draw where you're at right now sort of thing. And
Right.
funny enough, the only thing that popped into my mind was sort of feeling a bit stuck. So I drew the other end of this image, which is Pooh with his arms like this, sort of stuck outside the hole. So he's all stuck there, and that was the image I drew. And so it's like, it's very funny that this comes up now, some 2 weeks later, for me to draw the back half.
Yeah.
Very
It's-
convenient, very
maybe
timely.
It's a sign. It could be a sign. I mean, I'm not religious. I'm a full-on atheist, but I don't know. It's nice when things just sort of happen, fall into place, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the small world thing, or coinkydinks, whatever you like to say it, you know.
I like the Disney the second Disney reference you made, being a small world.
I just gotta make them a little bit more lumpy here. I think we've got a pretty good representation of the Pooh Butt,
Yes, the Poopa.
the Grand Pooh Butt. How's that crossing the cartoon streams? What do you think about that?
What happened?
I said crossing the cartoon streams. What do you think about that? We went over to Flintstones for a second there.
Hell yeah, Flintstones. It's been a while since I watched that show, and I still have Max, despite the fact that I wouldn't pay for that because, well, I could go into the reasons why, but it's a good time to, if you can, folks, wherever possible, grab some physical media and a physical media player of some kind, VHS, DVD, Laserdisc, CED. even your parents' camcorder. That is, if you still talk to your parents or have you, or your brother or whoever happens to have the thing now. Or go thrifting. That's a good place to find stuff. I can't guarantee it'll work, but you can at least find it.
I do love that even at like Target, you can find like the new Taylor Swift album is there on vinyl for $35. But hey, it's available on vinyl, which is nice.
Yes. Yeah, vinyl is very expensive to replicate. I was thinking about doing something in vinyl with my non-musical talent.
Uh-huh.
But some of the minimums that you have to contend with.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In my freelance work, because I freelance for Troma Entertainment, they were doing soundtrack albums for Troma's War and The Toxic Avenger Part 3.
Wow.
And I needed to find assets for both, which was good because I happen to have them. I mean, if it were a more obscure title, I don't know that I would have. But I didn't even design the graphics for that. I had to gather them up for the person who was going to be doing graphics. But hey, you know, that's fine. I on April Fool's Day a few years ago, I made a fake Laserdisc of my Lucky Zilla characters home video release.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay, let me make a thing that's going to fit a Laserdisc, which is essentially the same as doing a vinyl album. Now, I wasn't able to print on 25-inch sheets, but I was able to print on 13 by 19, you know, the bleed or whatever. So I made this Laserdisc case, unfortunately without a spine, and just glued it together and was like, hey, you know, today only, April Fool's Day, you can get Lucky Zilla on Laserdisc. Only 2 people clicked on it, but that was 2 people that got a good laugh that day because we were still knee deep in COVID, and we still haven't recovered from that, have we?
I don't think so. I don't think that's ever going away. I got sick recently and was asked to take a test, so.
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. We've spent all this time drawing a butt. But now we've got a butt. I don't know if anybody can really see it. I should switch over to ink. What has chat? You're not even in the chat, are you?
No, I'm not. I can go in there though. I should have.
Okay. Okay. We should wait. They can't hear Emily anymore. That was a long ago. So we should be good there. Looks like music. Is the music level okay? I've got it down pretty low, but let me know if it's too much. Be careful crossing the streams. You might get neutronized.
Yeah, I don't see anything in Twitch. You're looking at YouTube also, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm not looking at YouTube. I should go look at YouTube. Okay.
You're fine. I can monitor the YouTubes.
Yeah, I'll monitor the Twitch.
So what we're looking for is more suggestions real quick on what to draw on my now finished Pooh Butt. So Christina had suggested a tattoo of a donkey.
Of a what?
Of a donkey. She is a big Eeyore fan and so has a Eeyore tattoo on her ankle.
Speak of the devil, because I have an Eeyore right here.
Oh, and speaking of Lucky Zilla, I keep meaning to plug this, but you are wearing a piece of is that merch that you sell?
Not this one. I've been trying to get it print on demand from hugepod.com. They now have a plant in the U.S. because previously they were only overseas.
Okay.
And it allowed me to design online, which was great. Fairly inexpensive. I think it was like $25 or $30 for the shirt. And it came in several different colors. It's they call it a Hawaiian shirt. There's nothing Hawaiian about this pattern. It's just multiple Lucky Zillas doing Lucky Zilla things.
Doing what Lucky Zillas do.
Yes.
And what is Lucky Zilla in
Lucky
detail?
Zilla follows the adventures of ace detective Bruce Deodato, who carries a very special ace. And that special ace is the power to transform into the mighty Lucky Zilla, which is a wolf-like creature with superpowers. He can fly, wield electricity, he's invincible and vulnerable, just as long as he keeps enough electricity in his system. And he uses those powers to benefit humanity. He has a number of really close friends, one of whom is a telepathic dog rescuing trans woman named Paula D'Angelo, who is the cousin of Bruce's fiance, Harmony D'Angelo. It's been a rough couple of years for Lucky Zilla because without getting into my job history, it's been weird. Yeah, but I'm still publishing, I'm still working on new material. I just can't get it out fast enough because I have so many other ideas that I guess have been sitting for so long. And because I started up my animation series, Narcoleptic Seahorse Pigeons, yes, that's what it's called. I didn't use AI for it. I wasn't stoned when I created it. And I was only stoned when I wrote one episode of it.
I love preemptively answering all the questions that you get from saying the title of the show.
Yep. As a matter of fact, no one has ever asked me, were you high when you came up with that? When I've told them the title. They asked me if I was high after they've seen a few episodes.
Okay, yes.
Such as the one which is called Blame Florida, where they theorize what it would be like to take over the Hallmark Channel and then proceed to show a bit of a romantic breakup between alligators, one of whom morphs into a suitcase.
Okay.
Yeah, Narcoleptic is very weird. It doesn't exist in the same universe as Lucky Zilla, which actually tells a story. All Narcoleptic does is say weird things. So I'm also developing a feature-length film, which is in production, called Evolution. It is a neurodivergent political satire.
Okay.
It's very, very, very strange, and about 6 minutes of footage has been completed for Evolution. It involves a cow in a meadow, which becomes ground beef, which becomes a burger or reasonable equivalent, which becomes lunch, which becomes, excrement, essentially shit, which becomes fertilizer, which becomes, oh, look at that, it's repeating again. It was going to be a 10-hour loop. I decided against that and decided to complicate my life. The whole thing is storyboarded. I have story reel that runs 61 and a half minutes, and more on that as it develops, which, yeah. And I have hired voice actresses Amanda Bonanza and Lilith Electra to do voices in one of the segments.
Nice.
Yep.
Was that the only thing that you engaged them for, or is this a second thing?
This was the first. I
Okay.
might engage them for more, but once I finish a few things, because I'm having a nasty habit lately of coming up with even more projects, such as a short film that I completed over the weekend called Can You Relate? Probably Not, which is a neurodivergent masterpiece.
Masterpiece?
Yes.
I love it. All right.
Yep.
I'm done. Everybody can see my poo butt. It's close enough to the original.
I think it's dead on, and I'm not just saying that. I couldn't have done it better.
All right. So I need to go back through chat and see music is okay. That sounds amazing. Okay. Be careful crossing streams. We already covered that. Okay. So now Hello, Reina in Twitch chat as well. Okay, so what are you thinking for drawing on your butt? Well, see, this is the problem because I don't have a way of like drawing multiple things. If I draw something, it's done. And we can draw it in pencil and do it kind of light. We'll see if people can see that.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's try this. Got a little bit of the sun streak coming in here. I think that's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to obscure anything that we're doing. I'm kind of tempted to go sort of like tic-tac-toe. That's amazing. You know, do the typical jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, I like that.
There's that one. I drew significantly more teeth.
Hey, you know, it's dental insurance ain't cheap. I mean, nothing's cheap anymore. But for proof of that, this is a comic book, a Superman comic book from 1963. I don't know what it costs to print this. I'm so curious, but it costs 12 cents.
To buy it.
Yeah. And here's a Superman comic from, I think this is 1976, which cost 30 cents. You got a kid beating up Superman on the cover.
Huh.
Yep.
Is Superman your favorite comic book?
My all-time favorite comic book is Archie's interpretation of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is what made me want to make comics.
Oh.
Yeah. But Superman, yeah, in my adult life, I am a diehard Superman fan. Yep. But Sonic, I love Sonic. I don't like to brag about it because some Sonic fans are scally. But yeah. I've met a few scary Sonic fans. My friend Milton Knight has likely met more. Let's see.
I don't know if I can get his whole body on here. We're gonna try.
Yay. I'm gonna try something. Oh man, this is looking creepy.
So I was pretty much today years old. It was like Christina will have to refresh my memory. I think it was about 3 weeks or a month ago, something like that, when I realized and texted her that the name Eeyore, the name of the character, is actually onomatopoetic. Onomatopoetic.
How so?
It is actually the sound that a donkey makes. That's what Eeyore is.
Hee-haw. Eeyore.
Eeyore, Eeyore.
I still don't entirely get it, but at the same time.
Well, we usually say that a donkey says hee-haw, but like that's, you know, I mean, if you just interpret it slightly differently, and of course, you know, different cultures say, you know, different things for animals, like what a dog and cow say and things like that. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the research that I did at different times. Because when I started getting into animation and learning the history of it, and how Pooh was adapted by Disney. Um, Pooh was a British collection of children's stories. Like
Okay.
A. Milne had no intention of publishing them initially. You know, they were stories he wrote for his son, and his son at first was a little disappointed when his father decided to release it, make money on it. And for years, he just couldn't get away from it. He was like, nah, I wish it never happened. He
Um,
came to,
Milton felt that way, that he couldn't get away from it.
yeah, Christopher Robin Milne, the son
Oh,
of the author. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But A. Milne, um, he he did very well for himself. He died before the Disney adaptations came out, but his illustrator Ernest Shepard saw the Disney versions and apparently was not happy about it. But
Yeah.
I guess you can't please everybody. Try, but look, it happens.
Well, and I mean, that's what Disney is absolutely known for, is putting their own spin on things. They take it and they put the Disney magic on it. That's sort of what makes it good, for the audience. That's why people love it. But yeah, that means that the original authors are not going to love it. I mean, we know the story of how much the Mary Poppins author, I'm blanking on her name, hated everything that Walt Disney wanted to do with Mary Poppins.
Oh yeah, yeah. The fact that that thing came together after 20 years is amazing. And I mean, Jaws was more or less the same thing. The Jaws author Peter Benchley was thrown off the set when he learned what kind of an ending they were filming.
Oh, what was the original ending?
The original ending had them like harpooning the shark. I didn't read the book because, well, I never read the book.
Mm-hmm.
And
because reading, duh.
Yeah, I know. And then again, I read and write comic books, so yeah. There you go. But the ending in the book was seen as kind of anticlimactic. You know, they ended up killing the shark, and the shark just kind of sinks to the bottom. And Spielberg is like, we've spent all this money, we've had all this drama with the shark not working. You know, Robert Shaw is needing to finish his scenes ASAP so he can get out of the country and avoid being arrested for back taxes. So let's blow the damn thing up.
Blow it up in GTFO, huh?
Yeah, more or less. So yeah, and there's that. But there is a lighter side to adaptations. Jim Starlin, who is one of the creators of Thanos, who I had the pleasure of meeting at Brooklyn Comic Con in 2017. I had asked him, what do you think of the adaptations? I'm sure you get this question a lot. He's like, at the end of the day, there are certain things I have no control over. And I want to, try to give them the benefit of the doubt because, their job is already 10 times harder than mine because, I write comics, they get released and whatever. And this is paraphrasing. I don't remember every word that he said.
Yeah.
But he gave the impression that he really wanted the best for it. And I think that's very powerful considering that, in the social media age, it's so easy for things to just get blown out of proportion or taken the wrong way, and then it's like everyone's fighting and everyone's miserable. So it was very reassuring to hear that. And if anyone ever wanted to adapt Luckyzilla, I'd be like, hey, look, do right by Luckyzilla.
Yeah.
And also, if you leave out any of the trans characters, I'll be very unhappy.
Yes, very much.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's very kind of wise of the Thanos creator to say that, basically, because to understand that the different media have very different needs and requirements to be successful.
Of course.
shows an awareness of what's really important in trying to adapt characters, and we've just seen so many attempts that were just so weak, right? Of making superhero movies throughout the 90s, and just everything was just so bad.
Yep. My jack-o'-lantern is drooling now.
He's drooling. Nice. Like, oh, that's so good. Like the candles dripping out, and
oh yeah, that too. Yeah, there we go.
the candles are just dripping is what it's doing. And so nobody can see what I'm drawing from, but I'm answering Christina's request of doing the donkey tattoo. And I missed center on it a bit, so I'm filling in a little bit over here. I'm doing a little bit of Piglet.
A little bit of Piglet. Nice. Some of this short cartoon that I made over the weekend, I did during a weekly Zoom thing that I do with some friends, and I was trying to keep myself in a good mood because certain things I won't go into just.
It did not go as planned.
Yeah, no. I mean, the chat was fine. It was just I was in a weird place.
Yeah.
So I was doing things to try to lift my own spirits, and I ended up making a short film that makes no sense whatsoever and has a scene of a giraffe band, which I will put on screen for people if they can see, since I feel the need that I have to do something while you're working very hard on something, and I'm like, here we go.
The giraffe band, yes.
Yep, in Piglet outfits, no less. This Piglet wears like that swimsuit thing or whatever.
Yeah, the One Piece. Yep.
Yep.
That's hilarious. My girlfriend just did just used AI to create one of her pun ideas, which was giraffe punk. So it's a giraffe in Daft Punk helmet.
Speaking of which, no. I've become so much more self-critical in the past year, which is also maybe why I can't put out a Lucky Zilla comic, but I can put out other things.
Oh yeah, that's so hard when that kicks in.
Oh yeah. It's not even writer's block. It's just like, hey, I need to do this thing, but I can't do this thing, so I'll do another thing until and I'll get back to that thing eventually.
That's a really smart thing to do, though. Honestly, like if you are kind of blocked on something, unblocking yourself, even if it's not on that project, just making sure that you're not staying blocked, that you're maintaining a creative outlet, you're working, you're doing the thing.
Of course. Yep, that's
very important.
That's the name of the game, and that's what led me to create Zub Comics. Now, what exactly is Zub? Well, it's anything you want it to be. It's an all-purpose bit of neurodivergent jabber that I came up with when I was working a really bad job with bad people. They were not asking me to do bad things, thankfully, but it wouldn't have mattered because it still felt that way. Yeah, and there's some punk for us. Little punk moose.
You've gotten with a Punko lantern now?
Punko lantern. Yeah. Oh. Speaking of candles.
Good idea. I like the little extra effort there.
Yeah. Why not?
So this is I'm seeing an area where I need to get better at, and it's very difficult. So I'm drawing Eeyore on Pooh's butt, right?
Yes.
That was the assignment. However, I am not doing a very good job of bending him around the surface. And that's something I would really like to get better at, is making that a little bit more accurate. You know, as you bend around the round surface.
Yes. One thing that I've been struggling with since I saw comics legend Neil Adams do it is drawing with my arm rather than with my hand, with my wrist. I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, because that can make a big difference.
I know that's how you draw a circle. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I do not draw with my arm at all.
Yep.
I don't even draw with my wrist, hon. I draw with my fingers. Like, that's how.
It's all good. You got no judgment from me.
So, my Pooh, per Christina, has Eeyore and Piglet portraited onto his buttocks. And I'm just going to take some time and probably screw this up entirely, but I'm going to add color and just make this more fun.
Hey, that's the name of the game. I mean, we will get to freestyle eventually, folks, but you know, the sillier the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both of us just need this week something kind of silly and loose and low stakes.
Yep.
Had a little bit of trouble in my local organization. We lost some people, and there was some weird nastiness that was spread around the county, around the community. I lost our venue for our Tidor event because of it. So like I was kind of all caught up in things. I've been caught up in things all week, but I was sort of caught up in it yesterday with the stress of all of that. And today we have a little bit more of a plan. We haven't, I wasn't able to get out an email to move us forward on anything, but we you know, I am a little bit more confident about things and know what the plan is going forward. And you know, I'm not going to be upset about them. They're not going to be able to affect my life in really any meaningful way other than making it necessary that I find another venue.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be their loss.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay. All right. Great.
Yeah. It's important for you to, like, start rumors and stuff. Cool. Whatever. You know, enjoy your time with that, I guess.
Yeah, rumors ruin everything. There's just no two ways about it.
But
there was a time people were starting a whole lot of unpleasant rumors about me, and I started confronting people on that. And as it turns out, ended up losing a handful of friends because of it. People I thought I could trust, and I'm not going to go into details, but I know where you're coming from.
Yeah. Yeah, it can suck. It feels, in the moment, it can feel really challenging and tough. And then, you know, I was just able to reach out to my network and talk to a couple people. Oh, I didn't get to talk to Corey yet. But just was able to get quickly reassured and reminded of what's really happening, what's really important, and focus on the good people that I have around me.
Heck yeah. That's what it's all about.
Is my ink bleeding when I use my eraser right now? Now down here I know there's fresh ink, so I should be careful. This should be all dry up here, except for the green. Just getting rid of some of the pencil dirt from before. See that? Yeah, I smeared some ink on here. That's weird.
I feel the need to doctor something on Rabbit now. And I'm not doing it very well according to Illustrator, but that's okay.
You're not doing what well?
I'm not doctoring the rabbit's face very well because I'm not blending all the colors, but
Oh, uh-huh.
yeah, this is more or less meme stuff for me.
I'm gonna go really sort of loose with my coloring. I don't think I'm gonna fill in Pooh's backside or anything here. I'm just gonna give some indication of it and around the edges.
I wonder if this is eligible for putting on the NFT.horse site.
Legit NFT.horse.
I
Where?
swear, that makes me laugh so goddamn hard every time.
I'm disappointed that she let that URL lapse. I haven't felt like paying for it yet, but
Wait, it's a real URL?
yeah, and unfortunately through the website that we have, we do everything through Ionos, formerly 1&1. Or I guess still around the world, I think it's still called 1&1. Like if you watch a lot of soccer, you'll see it advertised there. But through that company, we cannot buy .horse URLs. But through others like GoDaddy, you can. And oh, maybe I can do that and just transfer it? I wonder. But yes. Did we lose you? Did we freeze you?
I just had a moment. I'm like, here I am thinking that it's a gag, but it's an actual NFTs.
It is an actual URL that can be purchased. Amanda did own it before, but like I said, let it lapse. And I'm disappointed in that, and I'm thinking we should do it at some point. Especially if people like you really enjoy the gag and get a lot out of it. I like that.
Oh my god!
What do you think of that show?
It's so much fun. It helps make my Saturday. I don't really have much to do on Saturdays except wake up, burp, poop, and watch stuff.
Okay, I think towards the end it stopped, but for a second there you had the really bad echo again.
Oh no!
Yes, it is stopped. It's back to being fairly minimal.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with being trans, and I was really happy that we got to do one of our classic segments again, because we've taken to doing just answering trans questions.
Sure.
Again, because the show is called Being Trans, but we do love our segments, and to be able to throw a meme diver in there was very fun. I enjoy that one so much.
Yeah, I don't know if either Lilith or Amanda are watching, but you are wonderful human beings. I just feel the need to say it. It's good to have good people in your life, no matter where they are. I feel like this hair needs to be more punk. It almost seems like it's not punk enough, and I shouldn't have grouped it with no. Damn. Oops. I made a poop.
It's grouped to what now?
I don't even remember what I just said. Oh, now I remember. It's good to have good people in your life. Just for the sake of having good people in your life.
Yeah. It definitely helps.
Yep.
And like they're saying in chat, like, you know, having bull crap happen in your life is really good because it shows you, you know, who your true friends are, who are the people that really show up for you, and reminds you that those people are there.
Indeed, Ulf.
All right. I was trying not to do too much poo and did a little bit more than I'd hoped, but I do not have a dull blue for Eeyore. So we're gonna have to be a little bit more creative. Yeah, I mean, I do have a gray, but it ends up coming out kind of black. I can get Piglet kind of close.
Yeah. So on my end, I just turned Pooh's ass into Kelly Osbourne, and my middle cat Jafar is yelling at me to come say hello. So I figured, because there's something about the queer community and cats, and I feel very much obligated to share. Come on in, baby boy. Hey, say hello. Say hello to the transverse. Say hello to the transverse.
And that's Jafar.
This is Jafar. His big sister is Maleficent, and his little brother is Toby, spelled like Toby Maguire Toby.
Okay.
He has 6 toes. But Jafar does not have 6 toes. He is named for the obvious Disney villain. We adopted him in August of 2021. My wife sent me a picture and was like, "Can we adopt him?" And I'm like, I gotta meet him. And I fell in love with this little bastard. Look at him trying to be chairman of the board. Well, you can't be chairman of the board because Daddy has to get back to work. Daddy has to get back to being silly with friend Emily and a transverse. Right? Right. Most of the time, he likes to come in and get his snuggles with just me or with my wife behind closed doors because he does not like Toby.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Infighting in the family.
I get the first week that Toby came home, we got the stink eye from Jafar. Anytime we tried to pet him, he would swipe at us. It was very sad.
Oh.
Yeah. But my wife to this day still says that Jafar is her soul cat. And if not for my wife, I would never be a cat dad because I grew up with a dog named Lucky, very incidentally, because Lucky Zilla. Yeah, Lucky Zilla was named for my childhood pet, but lo and behold, my wife and I move in together, get engaged, and then married, and all of a sudden, there's 3 more fur babies in my life, in addition to her parents' cats, Bella and Destiny, and at one point Boston, who we lost in 2020. But after that, I was just like, hey, if we get any more cats, can we get black cats? So Maleficent is a black cat, Jafar is a black cat, Toby is not a black cat, but we love him anyway. He's crazy. Crazy.
What cats did you have before? What colors did you have before? And what were some of the things behind that made you be like, we need black cats now?
Well, for one thing, Boston was a black cat. He was half Maine Coon.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he was a big boy. He weighed like 18 pounds, but he had the highest pitched meow out of the 3 of them. The other 2 were Bella, who is a calico, and Destiny, who is not a calico. She's an amalgam of different things. My mother-in-law was doing something. She had the front door open, and Destiny just ran in off the street and never left.
Huh.
So, fun stuff.
Did pretty good on coloring in my Eeyore very lightly, but there are a couple strokes down here that did not quite work out the way I'd hoped. So I'm going to try and see if I can salvage this. It's kind of working. Kind of. think that looks okay. And then his muzzle is what? His muzzle's kind of creamy. I just have this yellow. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a touch to it. And then his belly is the lighter blue, which I don't have any lighter blue, so. Let's give him a little bit of color, little touch coming in on the muzzle, so.
Yeah.
There's something.
Adding more stuff to my thing.
And then
Little dot guy doesn't never hurt anybody.
Yeah, I grew up with dogs and cats my whole life, so I don't really have too strong of a preference.
Mm-hmm. I know. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I would probably lean cat now, just because it's easier to travel, and once you really get into travel, like dogs just become so hard. Dogs are so difficult.
Oh, totally. That's the reason my wife and I don't have one.
All right. Well, you did not ask for Piglet, but he is there. Wait, is Piglet he, him? What are Piglet's pronouns?
Yes. Yeah, Piglet is he, him, so far as I know.
Yeah, but that was a long time. I would have to assume these days that Piglet would absolutely be they. That some serious they-them energy, right?
I think so. I mean, I don't want to be stereotypical, but I would not be a bit surprised. And the same with Tigger, to be perfectly honest.
You think Tigger would go they-them?
Possibly.
Interesting take, yeah.
Well, I mean, Tigger refers to himself mostly in the third person, and that is also kind of, leading me to think, could it be not necessarily Tigger's they plural, but maybe they singular?
Well, yeah.
And just the kind of energy, there's a certain energy, at least from the non-binary folks that I know, that just, I don't know, there's just something about Tigger that makes me think that.
I like it. I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, Piglet, I can definitely see that too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even saying that because before Disney entered the picture, there were some children's albums that were done of the Winnie the Pooh characters, one of whom was read by Jimmy Stewart, where the characters were voiced by female actors. And Shirley Temple had done a treatment of Winnie the Pooh back in 1960 for her Storybook Theater, I think it was called. I've seen it. It's interesting.
Okay, huh? All right.
Marionettes. And
the best review you can give of it. Okay, understood.
Yeah. I'm thinking, chat, if anyone wants to think of stereotypical graffiti that you would see on a wall, because there are certain things I'm definitely up on, and then there are things where I'm like, I don't know if I'm cool enough to think of something like a fake gang symbol for graffitiing on a wall someplace. One other thing I did think of was
I wish I had pictures of it. There was a tagger in Hobart that did like this little cute ghost thing, very simple ghost shape, in the sheet style, with a little smiley face, and that thing was all over town. Guy was pretty prolific with him.
Sort of like a Banksy, but not Banksy?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then it's just like choose some random word to spell incorrectly You're putting your to-do list up there.
Yeah.
You need one a tag that's like KARETZ carrots.
Oh.
Got strawberries on the floor. Hold on a second. The reasoning behind this drawing is going to be lost on anybody that looks at it. They're going to be like, why is Eeyore and Piglet on Pooh's butt? But that's fine. It's just for us here. It's just for the people here on the live. This is just our little thing. Our little secret.
Yeah, we're out here vibing.
We're vibing. Being our little secret, that sounded a little creepier than I wanted it to, but still.
There's no creepiness from where I'm sitting. You're fine. You're totally fine.
A little bit of shadowing here, some good solid shadowing from these branches. Then I'll come in and do the lines. I don't know why I'm having so much fun just... This is a thing that I do really... It does make perfect sense. I mean, I do this all the time. I'm drawing, and this is what I love to do, so I'm just spending way too much time putting too much detail and focus on little things that don't matter, and I'm having fun with it, so...
And you got me doing it with the background. I haven't even drawn anything original tonight. I've just been doctoring this one still frame.
Oh, hey, I've just did a copy of a Piglet and Eeyore that I found online. That's just kind of how I draw. I draw from something.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I should do is sort of like improv drawing, which is what the 3 style is and is supposed to be, and we'll get to that maybe. What time is it? Where are we at?
We're at 7:06.
We're at the half. We should be at the halfway point. Unfortunately, I do still have my therapy meeting today, so I do have to cut it a little short.
Okay. Whatever time you can spare, I will spare. Because as of right now, I got nowhere to be.
When you get done with your carrots tag, would you zoom out and show me the area around our poo butt? Because I want to see if there's anything I want to put in there as far as like the hillside. And I probably do. I can see some like of the lines of the rocks and the way the dirt is. There's some, there's some little things going on there. Just sort of the shape of the rock that this is dug or carved into. It's probably not rock. It's probably all just dirt.
It is in the cartoon. That much I remember.
Did they get the groundhog with the lisp, with the speech impediment, the whistle in his teeth?
Gopher, yes.
The gopher.
As a matter of fact,
did they get him to dig poo out?
Yes. Well, at least they tried. He wasn't in the book, and that was actually a gag that kind of got lost in translation because they do the theme song, they open the book, you see Christopher Robin on a swing, then it goes around to the characters and introduces them in song. But they take the whole book thing quite literally, and that's kind of how things flow throughout the story. But Gopher was created specifically for that picture, and he was originally intended to replace Piglet, which the British audience was not pleased with. But okay,
no.
that's a piece of their heritage. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But just the same, I thought voice actor Howard Morris did a really good job. Howard Morris did a lot of really cool voices. Those of you who read Archie comics would definitely recognize him as the original voice of Jughead, like pre-Riverdale Jughead. I mean, I enjoyed Riverdale. I know some people that have their own opinions about it. And I know some people who have worked for Archie, past and present. So I don't want to try to give away anything about. Yeah, there we go.
You're not here spilling tea.
Yeah, no, I'm not really a tea spiller. I try not to. I want everyone to have a good time and have fun and not get into the drama. I happen to know certain drama here and there, but for the most part, I mean, if everyone's dead, it's one thing. Like if I'm going from my days of just perusing the Internet Movie Database and like, oh yeah, the trivia section. Oh yeah, such and such got food poisoning on this shooting day. Katharine Hepburn was turning progressively green during production of The African Queen. It was lovely, I guess.
What was that one?
The African Queen.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in about 20 years. And I have it on Laserdisc, so
wow.
I can watch it any time that I want, but still.
And what was it why was she turning green?
She was having like a lot of she was getting sick a lot because they were filming in an environment that she was not used to.
Uh-huh.
She was getting very easily seasick.
Okay, that kind of green. That was something I was suspecting, but then there's also the stuff with the makeup and stuff happening all the time, and
oh yeah,
the Tin Man, all that kind of stuff. So I was just like, oh, I wonder if there was with that, but no.
Yeah, they replaced on The Wizard of Oz. They replaced the original actor Buddy Ebsen with Jack Haley because Buddy Ebsen had a lot of problems with that makeup. In fact, he experienced health problems the rest of his life because of that experience.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah. What was it? What was in the paint? Was it mercury?
I don't know if it was mercury. I mean, I'd have to look it up. I think it was like something Rust-Oleum or whatever. I ended up learning. I ended up seeing Rust-Oleum again because of this video that circulated for a while called Uncle Goddamn. It was a bunch of hillbillies pranking their uncle, who would say "goddamn" a certain way. Goddamn! Whenever he bumped into something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, just think of Ozark, but replace Jason Bateman with I don't know, the villain from Air Bud, and give him the voice of Bill from King of the Hill, one of the neurotic next door neighbors.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
The wonderful actor Stephen Root, love him to death.
Yes. My sister had the privilege of working with him. To what extent, I don't know. But if anyone buys stuff from Apple, Praise Petey, which stars the great Annie Murphy, is on iTunes. You should watch it because it's not on Hulu anymore. It should be, but sometimes we can't have nice things. My sister created that show.
Who did?
My sister. It's 10 episodes of this young lady, Petey, who is kicked off from mom's allowance, ends up in the boondocks someplace far outside the city where she's used to, and she inherits her late father's cult. Her father is voiced by Stephen Root, and he communicates with her through videotapes that he left behind.
Uh-huh.
She then tasks herself with modernizing her late father's cult.
What a premise for a show. That's hilarious.
Yes.
And what did your sister do on that?
She created the show.
Jeez.
Yep.
Did it find any popularity? Were there people that watched it?
It got good reviews. Unfortunately, it came out during the writers' strike and the SAG strike. So that's likely one of the. I don't know the true reason why it didn't get picked up for another season, but it was a weird time.
Huh? Yeah.
It was weird timing. But the strikes aren't the problem. The wages for writers and the working actors is the problem because there comes a point where you just can't bow down to billionaires anymore. You just gotta do the right thing. Oh wait, I'm getting on a soapbox. I probably shouldn't do that, but at the same time, I mean,
Indeed, big sigh.
yeah.
Um,
I feel like this Jack o' lantern ass needs a hat of some kind.
a hat on your jack-o'-lantern ass. I love it.
Yep. And I don't know if anyone here watches baseball, but I am a Mets fan. And I know they're out of playoff contention, but I can dream. I can even dream of the New York Knicks winning another championship. But it's like they're having Chicago Cubs syndrome. They just can't seem to get there. That's not exactly Mets colors, but I don't think anyone's going to be able to see from a certain distance the insignia. So what the hell? Oh, damn.
I'm trying to. I'm shading my tree now. Just going all in on this one.
No worries. I am so glad that we got to do this. I really needed it, and I feel like maybe you did too. Maybe we all did. Not to try to speak for anyone.
All of chat.
No, but if you're here, I'm glad about it. I'm glad about it. There we go.
But so I have this eye pencil or eye pen basically. One end is of course eyeliner pen. The other end is a star stamp. So every once in a while I like to do that. And I've got one on my cheek, and then I actually put one on my clavicle here, and need to keep the shirt off of it so it shows better. But yeah, I have a star here too.
That is fantastic.
I think I'm gonna do a little bit of I think I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna let this one be, and it makes no sense whatsoever why Eeyore is on Pooh's butt along with Piglet. But I am going to I think I'm gonna sign this in the green to balance it out.
Okay, dokes.
And I'm gonna call it good.
Finished, not perfect, Emily.
10-7? No.
10-8.
10-8.
Yes.
So y'all we're promised a 3 style. You didn't get one. You got this random thing. This is what happens when Rich and I draw together. There's very different styles, very different things happening, and I really love that you were able to do your typical your drawing with your thing on top of the picture there, and I did my thing, the freestyle hand drawing with my difficult pens, and yeah, I think that was pretty good. zoom in a little bit on your rabbit and the eye that you created for him, because I know you. he's definitely tweaking, but it doesn't look inaccurate to a Disney character eye, and I love that you have nailed that. That's wonderful.
I tried.
I feel like my drawing looks very Hallmark, doesn't it?
Let me zoom in a-
Like something you'd get on a Hallmark card.
Something. It looks very Hallmark. It almost looks like something that you would buy from the Disney parks. Because when my wife and I were at Disneyland and at Disney World, there were people that were there were some vendors that were selling original art pieces. There were Ceracells, which certain studios sold back in the day. So yeah. But it has that quality to it. Like if I saw that in the Disney parks, I'd look at my wife and be like, "What do you think of this one?" Yeah, and we end up spending a lot more money than we planned to anyway, because like when you go to Disney, you're gonna go all in.
Oh yeah.
It's just the way it is.
I do have one endorsement from chat. Christina says I would buy it. And now that I'm done, I just finally found, I think you'll have to show me, Chris. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to find, since you said the donkey tattoo, I was trying to find the Eeyore that you have tattooed. I know he's facing away from the camera, but like looking back. I think it's this one. I think I just found it. Was that the one that I saw up here too? No, I can't find that one. No, not that. Not that. Whatever.
How much time do we have actually?
I have to be Oh, I have to be somewhere at 5. So I have to leave here at 4:40 at the latest, which means we have 20 more minutes.
Okay.
So
I mean, I could definitely do something in 20 minutes. I don't want you to be under any pressure.
if we were to burn and just absolutely burn, I think we could do it.
Yes. So, chat, let's get an animal, an occupation, and the third thing is the gaming console you remember growing up with.
Okay. For somebody asked me to draw a hedgehog last time. I will flip to it in a second, but this was my from memory terrible Sonic attempt. It's so very bad. But yes. And then I did actually cheat and kind of look at a picture of Sonic to kind of fix it a little bit, but still left it pretty bad.
I was convinced that it was Sonic.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's easy to know what I was going for, but what it, like actually being a decent one, not so much. Let's find a blank page here. This sketchbook is getting full. Gonna need to go find a new one. Are we coming up on the where is our, oh, there we go. So here was the actual hedgehog I drew.
Huzzah.
Which I'm not sure if you were there to see that one, but
Yes. Yeah, that I remember seeing from the last Creator's Block.
okay, we've got a dog and a Nintendo, says Christina. Do we have an occupation? We need somebody to give us an occupation. And I'm going to try and go cartoony with this one.
You got this.
I can kind of do a like a cartoon dog. I did one before, and I think I can kind of remember the basic idea I did. But I need to know what this dog does for work so I can begin to put together what how he should look, which way he should be facing, all of those things. Anybody in chat? Computer programmer. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And our console is a Nintendo, and I'm gonna take that to mean an NES.
Sounds good to me. I sold both of my NES consoles. Actually, I only had one, but I sold it stupidly, but whatever. Sometimes when you need money, you go to the things that are sort of worth money.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my Sega from my childhood, but I also have a Sega Genesis CDX, which is the Sega CD attachment.
Yeah.
But it's a Sega Genesis, a Sega CD, and a portable CD player, all in one. And I've had mine for about 16 years, give or take. Never getting rid of that thing. I could definitely get some money for it, but it was between selling one of the other Sega consoles I had and selling New Mutants '98, which was the first appearance of Deadpool, which I'm sure most folks here are familiar with. So Deadpool lost the coin toss, and so I sold that book for $450.
Which Deadpool was it?
It was the first appearance of Deadpool in New Mutants number 98 from 1991.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it for $25 in 2011, I want to say. 2010, 2011, for like $25.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a profit. Even my mother was impressed, and she's never impressed when I talk about collectibles. Sorry to throw shade at my mother. I love my mother, but at the same time, come on. It's like she had her Barbie dolls back in her day and allowed to have my stuff. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. This kind of goes back to the time I spent hanging out, or rather loitering at the neighborhood Play and Trade, which is basically GameStop competitor that got put the F out of business by GameStop, which was sad because I liked it better than GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a membership where you could go in, play retro games for like $5 a month. It was better than streaming. And
nice.
You could even bring your own consoles. So I brought in my Genesis CDX. I brought in my my laptop with emulators and ROMs, and we played Turtles in Time.
Oh my God! Amazing.
Yes, it was so much fun. And then one day, this pregnant woman with 3 kids walks in, and she sits down to play Dig Dug or something, and her kids are off doing whatever else. But I mean, it's like, yeah, mom's a gamer. Like, Mom, you're too old to play video games. Shut up! I'm winning! Or at least that's what I was kind of waiting for to happen, but it didn't.
I'm gonna start inking a little bit.
I put the buttons in the wrong place. which shows you how long it's been since I've had an NES. Though, in all honesty, I have considered getting the NES Mini,
Oh, okay.
which was popular, and it's getting harder and harder to find at a decent price. Some people are selling it for $150. It retailed originally for like 80.
Why am I getting? I mean, your Echo is it's split way apart, so it's like the second version is very far behind. I don't know where. I just don't know where it could be coming from. Your yeah, I don't know what. Hold on, let's see. This is something I didn't think to do. Drawing camera. Huh. Yeah, go ahead and speak again.
Epiglottis.
Maybe that fixed it. Maybe it just fixed itself automatically. I don't know.
One of these days we'll figure it out. Those meddling kids can't get away with it forever. Pardon the awful Scooby-Doo segment, the reference that I just made.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know why this is happening. Yeah, your audio is just super echoey.
Dresden in stereo.
That is very exactly what is happening.
Oh dear. Alright, so I got my Nintendo all nice and good.
I don't know how to work a Nintendo into mine yet. I don't really have room for it.
Oh, you'll find room, I'm sure.
So his ears hang low and he throws them over his shoulder. I can't remember which way a guy's shirt buttons, so if I get this wrong, forgive me.
It's all good. Believe it or not, there are some shirts that button on the left-hand side and some that button on the right-hand side. Or at least that's been the case with some of the hoodies I own. My wife and I went to a powwow for one of the indigenous tribes out here on Long Island where we live, and one of them was selling these hoodies. It actually had a left-hand zipper. So
it's all the inclusiveness. It's great.
Of course. And fry bread is my god, chef's kiss, as one of my old co-workers would say. I mean, it's more or less Zeppelis that you would get at a carnival, but I don't know. It just seems cooler because, you know, you're amongst really cool people.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Trying to correctly represent an old CRT monitor.
Nice.
We have to be out of time, I'm assuming. We'll check in just a second, but...
We got 7 minutes.
This is one of those things that I really wouldn't want to, really trying not to do, which is get caught up in drawing individual keyboard keys. But we'll see if I can do it quickly. And I mean, I'm going to do 4 rows, so we're actually doing pretty well right now. One there, 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 there. I don't want to do this. I want to do the square on top, or do I want to do the lines? I'm trying to do parallel lines here to get my perspective right. Gotta get those parallel lines in there. I think my keyboard's gonna fall apart right here. A little bit. So Mets, you mentioned baseball, basketball, any football? Do you do Jets or something?
I am not a football watcher. I am a Knicks fan, basketball. I'm a Mets fan, baseball. My wife is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh, I'm sorry. My last well, no, now I forget. There's one in between. We have 2 X's ago is a Cowboys fan. The Cowboys actually do their, I'm gonna dox myself here. They actually do their practice, their spring training or whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's not spring training. Whatever the preseason they do here in my little town. So
Real.
yeah. So I have a friend who's a big Cowboys fan, and we go every year. And I do watch them. It's not that big a deal. And I'll follow along because, like I said, Maddie's a big Cowboys fan, and the games are always on here, and I love football, so I watch and I support. But yeah,
Yeah.
I watch
I'm
the
trying to
Cowboys. I
watch it
support them. I don't know
more.
if I would say I'm a fan. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to watch more football because I get invited to things all the time, and I do want to be a bit more football literate. Although
Hmm.
at the same time, I just can't seem to get past. Okay, they throw the ball, and then they catch the ball, and then the refrigerator people just pile on top of them. It's yeah, that's then the heel bone is connected to the chest bone, and downs and flags and penalties and 2-minute warnings. And that's about as much as I can follow before I'm just like, I'm confused. Other than, yeah, they do that. They did the thing with the things on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really follow any football team. I couldn't if I tried, although I think one of my neighbors is a diehard Chiefs fan.
Mm.
And for him, it's like Patrick Mahomes is his ride or die.
Have they taken to listening to a lot of Taylor Swift because of?
That's a good question. I'd have to ask them. I think their daughters are, but not as far as I know. Honestly, hey, she found her person. Good for her.
Yeah, I think it's wild that they're engaged now. That's pretty cool.
Yep. And I mean, the internet can say whatever, but at the end of the day, they're just noise. I don't buy into the noise.
I'm not one to talk with my new relationship, so stay out of that.
Gotcha.
Very difficult to criticize someone else's relationship when yours doesn't follow any of the rules either. I'm gonna give him a couple spots. So I don't know if you can you see my... Oh, wait. Oh, you're just watching it on the stream, aren't you?
Let's see. I love your dog. Your dog is great.
He's just so sad and beaten down as a computer programmer.
Right.
But he's got his Nintendo off to the side for some hope of joy at some point when things...
I love that. I love that.
Now is when we find...
There's a story I have to share with you.
I put it on the wrong side. Damn it. I'll do mine as a reverse. It'll be a reverse negative of the actual Nintendo.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Han, what were you saying?
I have a story to share with you. I can't share it on stream. But
Okay.
I think it's going to be hysterical.
We do. It's funny. It was really important for us to get together and do this show because we haven't done this in a while. But then there is a lot of stuff we can't actually talk about here, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for us to actually get caught up. So yeah, as long as you ignore the fact that my Nintendo Entertainment System is backwards, then we're good. We're all good. I don't remember
we
what
can always assume it's one of those Retron clone Nintendos.
It's a clone.
Those are on opposite sides, so this way they don't violate any of Nintendo's
The copyright.
patents. Yeah.
And then it was, what, a single RCA and the power cord. So we got the power cord coming out. Okay, that looks like a pretty good RCA plug. And then we'll run it off here into some unseen monitor. I didn't actually give him enough cable, so I'm gonna wind it around and make sure he's got enough to actually reach. There we go. But yes, I wanted a very sad, beaten down dog as our computer programmer.
That is precious. I love that. I mean, I feel that dog so hard from past experience I've had, not as a programmer, but as a graphic designer, as an office worker. Yeah, it's no, but I mean, I'm looking back on it and I'm like, yeah, I was there. I'm not there anymore. Things are looking up. I think we're gonna be alright. The people that used to weigh us down, they're the ones that lose, because at the end of the day, they boss us around. They think they get what they want, and then we leave, and it's like, oh wait, now I'm missing something, and that is why they are beaten.
Yeah, I've taken to listening to a lot of Reddit stories. And oh, I gotta go right now. But finishing this up. And there was a computer programmer working on some like just some software stuff for clients, and
Yes.
they laid him off, and he's just like, okay, I've got these hard drives that I brought in to store stuff because I couldn't get you to buy the things for me. What do you want me to do with it? And they're like, well, per policy, you can't have any of our stuff on at home, so you have to delete it. And he's like, are you sure you don't want it? Are you sure you don't want to buy these from me to have for future things or anything? And they're like, no, delete it all. And you know, 6-8 months later, they come back and they're like, hey, we need you to help with this project. And he's like, I deleted all the source files for that. Like, I would have to recreate everything, and y'all can go pound sand.
Yes. I
Like,
love that.
I warned you. All right, there is my my poor computer programmer dog, with his little bit of respite at the end, his Nintendo to the side. Yours, he's actually inside reprogramming the Nintendo, which is amazing. I absolutely love that. Rich, I love you. It was great to hang out with you a little bit. I know we didn't get to talk too openly because we're live on air, and both of our lives have been nuts recently. But let's make sure to meet up and speak again soon off air so we can get caught up. Our dogs really aren't that too terribly different. Mine just has already lost all his hair. I should do a little patch of like comb over to finish it up. But thank you so much for coming and playing with me. I love you as always, and
Yes.
we will talk again soon. As for everyone else that came and joined us, we got, let's see, let's go to the drawing screen and see if this works. It should. Yes, we have our computer program 3 style dog, who is very sad. I can't believe I flipped right to this. We have our Winnie the Pooh, but exercise where we're just drawing whatever on there, and I got someone in chat saying draw a tattoo of a donkey, and that is a friend of mine, and by that I know that they mean their tattoo of Eeyore. That's what the inspiration was, so I did a drawing of Eeyore, and had it off to the right a little too much, so we put Piglet on there to suggest that it is the full round butt and fill in the space a little better. So that's what we got today. Thank you all so much for coming and joining me and hanging out. I love you. I love playing along with y'all, and I will see you later. Thank you. Goodbye. Where's the end screen? Ah, there it should be there. This one?